and welcome back. This is a new instrument, and this is an instrument that you know, people can actually buy. There's 12 of them at the moment. This is a Polymack Whistlebird 8. Well, 8 suggests it's an 8-string. Whistlebird, if you think about what it looks like and think about who played this sort of instrument, it might give you some clue as to why it's called that. It is an 8-string bass built for the Australian pocket. So it's to be priced well. They're made in a factory not in Australia, you can guess where, and then once I receive them they are completely rebuilt, meaning the frets are dressed, the nut is replaced, recut properly, the electronics are gutted and replaced, the neck angle set correctly and everything like that. Now it's quite a simple instrument in many of its concepts. It only has one pickup. It's in the neck position, which is actually where the most important position for an 8-string bass. You really want to capture the low tones. The high tones come automatically. Now, speaking of that, is a humbucking pickup, but like a PVT40, which is one of my loves, when you've got the tone right up, it's a single coil. Single coil. Then if you roll the tone back a little bit, it turns to a humbucker. Roll the tone, you know, further back and you've got that sort of muffled boxy tone. Now, a word on the capacitors. They are those funny old Russian paper and oil capacitors in there. Because from the testing I've done, they do seem to sound better. That's my opinion. So, and they cost more, but that is a quality thing. The indicators the knobs have those funny old Gibson pointy indicators, so you know where you are because you need to know with these controls. And the pickup is an Artec. It's a you know, the Artecs Artec make pretty good pickups, and it's humbucking, ferrite magnets in this one. And it's chromed. Now, it also has a secret switch. Now, when that secret switch is engaged, if you've got everything, you know, in single coil, you just get this slight compression. I'll turn it off again. It's brighter. So it's a little bit darker, but more compressed. And if you play, you hear a just the slightest overdrive. Now if you go to a, turn it to a humbucking pickup, it is a traditional sort of bass overdrive. Now a word on that, it's only distorting the high frequencies. The low frequencies are not distorted. It's also an asymmetrical clipping, which means you don't get that funny modulation going on. It's a really controlled overdrive. Turn it right down and you're into 60s fuzz. So with one pickup and some other bits and pieces, you can get, you know, go from this clean chiming sound to full-on blurries without any real change in volume. Volume is also volume does what volume does. I think that's probably enough to demonstrate the instrument. Although I will mention the headstock. It's a little bit difficult to see there. But you might see it only appears to have 4 machine heads. So where are the other 4? Turn it sideways. There they are. They're planetary banjo tuners, and with about a 4-to-1 ratio, so they tune fairly quickly. However, when set up, the instrument is in tune, and it stays pretty well in tune too. Speaking of tuning, the bridge is only a 4-saddle one. Very difficult to get an 8-saddle bridge at a good price. So these are a 4-saddle 8-string bridge. Very substantial. It isn't going to break. It's also very well anchored down. It's got 6 bolts holding it down, so it isn't going to go anywhere. Overall, it's, you know, they're very playable instrument. Neck, again, neck is substantial too. It's a big neck, a strong neck, and that's why it's well suited to this sort of detuning caper. If people want the instrument set up in standard tuning, I can do that. I can set the instrument and, you know, cut the nut for that. It's down to what people want. However, I do feel it's an instrument really built for going low, and going low with clarity. And still be quite playable, and they do play well. Alright, that's enough of an introduction for the Whistlebird.